Hey guys, so the banner we've all been waiting for is now live on global. Well, maybe the banner I've been waiting for. First form, Frieza. This is actually a DOKKANFEST I've been waiting for a very, very long time. The Frieza that blows up planet Vegeta. So I guess we can sort of talk as we go through the summons here. We, of course, have tickets to go through first, 63 tickets in total from all the packs that were available. I don't think there's anything special with these tickets. I don't think there's like guaranteed featured or something like that. Just before we jump in, take a look at the banner real quick. I believe there is one change here from JP. So, of course, we have Frieza, Dodoria, the banner character. Now, I believe the character that was swapped out for Trunks, I think it was AGL Captain Ginyu. So if you guys haven't been following sort of what's been happening and are a bit surprised as to why there's two banner units on here, and maybe one of them is a bit out of place with Trunks. I mean, it doesn't really make sense. That why would there be a new Trunks on here from the Goku Black arc? And the reason is because, remember when we had the global first Rose character, like a few months ago now? This is the banner unit that was supposed to come out with him, and for whatever reason, they just like didn't have it ready in time, or they just on purpose decided not to release him during that time, or whatever the reason was. They're just throwing him on this banner. So, I don't know, man. JP just got Rose, and they got this banner character on that banner, and so I guess they're just throwing him on this one. So they're replacing AGL Ginyu, which is not really that big of a deal, because AGL Ginyu at this point is not the greatest character, but he's okay. I mean, he can still fill his spots on occasion if you get lucky with like additionals and stuff. But this is a new character, so I guess this is we'll take this. We'll see. Gohan and Piccolo are, I would say, okay. They have a revive, which is a very, very well aging mechanic. But in terms of just their overall performance individually, they're okay. They're not bad, but they're also not like exceptionally good. Turles is kind of just like decent, I would say, is the word I would use. I wouldn't really call him good. I wouldn't really call him bad. Tech Bardock is mid. And then this guy's about to get his EZA, and unfortunately, it is not too great. So overall, the banner is pretty underwhelming, I would say. Frieza, I think, is really good. So we'll talk about Frieza when we do the summons here. So we'll just jump into the tickets right away, and we'll talk as we go through these, because there's no skip button. So Frieza. I think the main issue that most people have with Frieza is certainly warranted, and I would agree that it's a pretty big problem. And the fact is, they designed Frieza to be used alongside other Terrifying Conqueror characters. And it's part of his passive. If you look at his passive, he gets a lot of stats from being used alongside other Terrifying Conqueror characters. I think I have to actually double check, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of different conditions that are based on having Terrifying Conquerors, like active skill conditions, maybe his like intro animation. I have to double check. I haven't looked at his kit since he first came out on JP. But regardless, they do want you to run him with other Terrifying Conqueror characters, not just for link purposes, but because he actually has conditions that are dependent upon you running him with other characters for his passive and stuff like that. So, I don't exactly think that's like a terrible, like game-breaking thing that they did with him. The problem is more so along the lines of the fact that we just don't have good Terrifying Conqueror characters in the game now at all, like zero. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge when we're going to jump into the showcases and do the 55% showcase and do the Rainbow Max Link showcase for this guy. But when it comes to like how he's going to age, I think he actually could age pretty well. And the only reason why I say this is because they really don't need to give they don't need to give us like, oh, you know, we're waiting for like 5 really good Terrifying Conqueror characters to release. Like, keep in mind, we are going to get the EZA for AGL Full Power Frieza like in a few, I don't know what to say in a few months, but like within the coming months, I would say. Probably. We have the EZAs for every previous worldwide LR before Namek Goku and Full Power Frieza. So Full Power Frieza is at least, alongside Namek Goku, going to be the next set of Tien. I thought that was, for some reason I thought it was Piccolo. They're going to be the next set of worldwide DOKKANFEST LRs to get EZAs. So I don't know when it's going to happen. Nobody does, but I would say within the next like 6 to 10 months, we'll see that. So I think Frieza will probably at least still be somewhat decent in that time. And then if he's still hanging around, after that, the next character to get the EZA from the Worldwide Celebration is STR cooler. So we actually have 2 back-to-back Worldwide Celebration, you know, DOKKANFEST LRs that are both going to be probably insanely good Terrifying Conqueror characters. So I think the future of the Terrifying Conqueror category actually doesn't look too bad. So all they need to really do is give us like 1 or 2. If they gave us 2 like really powerful Terrifying Conqueror just releases, doesn't have to be LRs, like just DOKKANFEST releases. Maybe like 1 DOKKANFEST Terrifying Conqueror release, and maybe like 1 like really powerful banner unit or something like that could be really good. But it's not going to take much, I don't think, to allow this Frieza to really flourish in the Terrifying Conqueror team. But as it stands right now, I would agree with most people that the Terrifying Conqueror setup is very weak, which is a bit unfortunate. But again, we have stuff in the pipeline. I mean, it's not like we're speculating here. We know it's coming. It's just a matter of when. All right, these tickets have been... have we pulled a single featured character? What the hell is this? What? No, we didn't pull a single featured character in these tickets yet. Are you serious? What? What is this? Okay. These might be the worst global tickets from like the shop I've ever used. Ever. Okay. We have 7 more. Are we doing this? 0 featured characters in the entire 63 tickets. This is insane. What? I've never seen this before. I don't think. Well, I mean, at this point, we've done so many ticket summons for global first tickets, or global exclusive tickets, I guess. But 63 tickets, not a single featured unit. Right? I'm pretty sure we didn't pull one. So I'm just forgetting. I'm not really paying attention to my talking at the same time. That was supremely horrible. Okay. By the way, they are going to give out like this new Super Saiyan Mr. Satan statue for this every time you do a multi-summon, which is, of course, just Zenny. So, I mean, if you're low on Zenny, it could be good. But again, we're now approaching like crunch time for saving stones and resources for Anniversary that I would say it's certainly not worth summoning on this. As much as I hate to say it, Frieza's my favorite character. This is one of my most anticipated Dokkan Fests of all time. In good faith, I cannot recommend people summon on this for Frieza. You know, the summons so far have probably persuaded most people that are maybe on the fence not to jump into this, because this has been absolutely terrible. I don't know if I've ever gotten this many summons in without a single featured unit. We're now 2 multis into the Stone Banner, still nothing. So now we're what? 83 characters into this banner without a single featured character. 83 characters. All right, we could fuse here potentially. We got no watch. Okay, guys, featured character, 90 characters in. Isn't that great? Isn't that great that we pulled a featured character, basically 9 multis into the banner? That's awesome, man. All right, be Frieza, please. Whatever you do, don't be AGL Bardock. I needed that. That's the last copy I needed. All right, you know how long I've been trying to hunt for this? I was like, what is that silhouette? Because I've never seen it, but that is actually finally the last copy I needed of Physical 21. That is the only character that is non-featured on this banner that I could even use. That is very... Okay, this video has been terrible so far, but that actually does help. But just don't be AGL Bardock. Hey, it's Frieza! Okay, the first featured unit is Frieza. I'll take that. Okay, all right. There we go. You guys want to know a funny thing? Oh, there's Trellis. You guys want to know a funny thing about this banner, though? Is like, this is, again, I would say this banner is actually not good at all. And I don't think there's any way you could convince me or anybody that this is a good banner. But for like whales and people that essentially have everything maxed out, this is a pretty decent value banner because there's going to be 3 new characters on here, which is very rare. We hardly ever see in Dokkan any banner featuring 3 brand new characters, which is a global exclusive thing because they just, for whatever reason, they either made a mistake with the trunks or they just like didn't know what they were doing with scheduling, which probably is more likely. Not knowing what the hell they were doing with scheduling is probably the more likely scenario for them, but a banner featuring 3 brand new characters is very uncommon in this game. So for like players who have essentially everything maxed out, this is actually a pretty high value banner. But like for like 99.9% of players, this, oh my god, okay, this is a very bad value banner summon for sure. Okay, there's Frieza number 2. I have also been saving a lot of first form Frieza SRs to just get this guy to max super attack. I do actually do that. That is definitely a perk of being a global player, is whenever JP gets like DOKKANFEST Yamcha or DOKKANFEST Bardock or DOKKANFEST Pan, like at that point I actually start saving SSR and SR versions of those characters, so that when they actually drop on global, I'll have enough to just get them to max super attack without having to give them Kais. So being a global player actually has saved me legitimately probably hundreds of Kais just off of that alone. So that is pretty good. All right, so we have 2 Friezas already. I mean, 2 Friezas, and then the only other featured character we have is Turles, right? I think that's it. So we still need Doria, of course. We still need Trunks. Okay, Gohan. I mean, I don't need them, but I'll take the Gohan and Piccolo featured character. It's pretty good. All right, we'll just zippity. Oh, there's the Doria, and we got Doria right after. I was about to confuse him for Dora, and there's AGL Bardock. Okay, this is a really good multi. Jesus, we got Look at this multi. I'm taking a screenshot of this. That's okay. Gohan and Piccolo is like still like at least a viable character. They're runnable. Dodoria, brand new banner unit. Frieza, brand new Dokkanfest. And then, again, I'm not really a huge fan of AGL Bardock's EZA, but he is the newest EZA on Global Tech. Well, he's not EZA'd yet, but he will be the newest EZA on Global soon. Okay, that's 3 Friezas. I would like to get Trunks, actually, if the game wants to give me some Trunkses. All right, Gohan and Krillin here. We're only 12 minutes in here. We got 3 copies. So that's actually pretty crazy because we got 0 copies from tickets. Not just Frieza copies, anything. Literally 0 featured units from tickets. Oh, you know what I just realized? I don't think I've been saving Dodoria SRs. So we're going to have to either... Yeah, I don't think there's any way to farm Dodoria, actually. I mean, we're gonna get some Dodoria SRs from this banner, but I'm not gonna have enough to get him to max SA, so we're gonna have to Kai him up, I guess. Dodoria is a character that I really would like to get dupes for, just because when you're running Frieza's team, like you pretty much have to run Dodoria, just because it's not that Dodoria is like insane. He's not bad, but he's not like oh my god, like the first character I'm putting on the team is Dodoria. Like he's not that good, but I think the team has so few options that like Dodoria is one of the first like 4 characters you probably want to pick for the team. Works really well with Frieza, is a decent supporting, decent defensive unit. He's solid. He's solid. All right, let's see. Who's it going to be? I actually kind of want this to be Trunks. There's a Dodoria SR. I'll take it. Come on, be Trunks. A lot of first form Friezas too. Hey, it's Trunks. It is. Okay, well, we didn't have him either, of course, because he's brand new. Double Trunks. Okay, so we'll lock Trunks up here. No? There we go. All right, give me more copies of Dodoria and Trunks. Dodoria and Trunks. A Whis. Okay, we are getting a fusion here. Actually, getting a fusion on here is... That's a pretty high chance of Frieza, because instead of it being typically it's a 1 in 6, because you have the 1 banner unit that's not a Dokkanfest, and everything else is typically a Dokkanfest, because Dokkanfest banners are 7 featured. This is a 7 featured banner, but for this one we have 2 non-Dokkanfests on here, so it's actually going to be a 1 in 5 for this to be Frieza instead of the standard 1 in 6. So it is Tech Bar. That's the first Tech Bardock we pulled. I can't be really that upset about that. Tech Bardock is definitely a character that... Oh, that's good. Tech Bardock is definitely a character that I'm not really that fond of anymore. I feel like even on release, I wasn't really that big of a fan of him. The only thing he really brings to the table that differentiates him from most other characters is just like the Scouter. I mean, it is a really powerful mechanic, but it's only so powerful when, you know, the character who's allowing the team to use the Scouter is like not hanging in there with the rest of them, essentially. I mean, if Tech Bardock can't hang in there, then what's good about the Scouter, right? Essentially, you could probably make it work. Like you just got to be really careful with how you use them. All right, this is nothing, right? Let's go through this here. Okay, things have definitely not gone too badly in this video. We started off terrible, but not bad, not bad. Okay, we are getting in a white, and we are fusing. I mean, I want this to be Frieza, obviously, but I also want more copies of Dodoria. So we have 2 Trunkses, 1 Dodoria, and 3 Friezas so far. There's Turles. Okay, that's, I think it's Turles number 2. And there's Tech Bardock number 2. All right. Any Dodorias? Dodoria? Dodoria? No. That nail is probably on the verge of getting an EZA at some point. The EZA is from the physical. No, is the physical Piccolo Dokkan? I don't remember. I don't remember. I think it is because he came out with physical Piccolo. I'm pretty sure. It's actually crazy how Dodoria got a SSR before Zarbon. If you think about it. Like, we are fusing. Zarbon had like a way more important role in the Frieza saga, right? Because Zarbon if it wasn't for Zarbon, Vegeta would have stood 0 chance against Raccoon. Because Zarbon essentially led to Vegeta's Zenkai to then beat him in the 2nd round. And then he was able to at least kind of compete with Raccoon. Because imagine if Zarbon like didn't fight Vegeta there. Like Vegeta would have gone up against Raccoon and Raccoon would have just like literally punched him once and killed him or something. Like he would have stood 0 chance against Raccoon if he didn't fight Zarbon first. And also Zarbon is the person who revealed that Frieza could transform to Vegeta. Because Vegeta didn't even know that. And also I think Zarbon also played a role with the Dragon Ball stuff too. I don't remember exactly like every single thing that happened, but Zarbon was a pretty important character in the Frieza saga. Dodoria was decently important as well, but okay, we're playing a lot of SRs Dodorias. Dodoria was decently important as well, but I mean, dude, Zarbon was more important for sure in that Frieza saga. And we only have, I think, in the entire game, I think we only have 1 Monster Zarbon that's an SR from like 2015, like literally like the very beginning of the game. I actually, was that a launch character? SR Monster Zarbon? I actually don't know. I would assume no. But that's crazy. That's crazy. Same thing with Legends. Legends doesn't have Monster Zarbon's model doesn't even exist in Legends. Think about that. Monster Zarbon is a character from like Budokai 1. Like he was a base game Budokai 1 character and he's not in Legends. That's actually mind-blowing. Justice for Monster Zarbon, man. We got to get some Monster Zarbon representation soon. All right, let's see. Can we get anything here? We're on a bit of a cold streak at this point, but it's fine. It's fine. All right, this looks like nothing to me. By the way, I think we've gotten all 3 of our Friezas with no like special animation. No Zeno, no Goku Black Rift, no Whis. So looking for those, of course. Anything? No. All right, I think we'll do a few more multis and we'll probably wrap this up. Again, I would like to get some more copies of Dodoria. We only have 1 Dodoria. Just Boo by himself. This is the worst, man. Like this is why I always ask for the skip button, is because like when you see a summon where it's Fat Boo flying in by himself, in what situation would you not just instantly skip this? And then I think we saw Fat Boo in 18 flying in, like it's stuff like that. Like Fat Boo is like probably the worst character that to see just flying in any situation, unless it's with Hercule, right? But that's obviously its own animation. All right, 17 and Goten. Another example of something I don't want to really look at here. 17 and Goten. I don't. Okay. All right, so we are on a pretty bad cold streak here, but if we can get a Dodoria, I'll forgive you. Dodoria? Nope. We're getting some statues though, man. Those are gonna come in handy for sure. Yeah. All right, we are getting an Owadida here. Beerus flew. I mean, is this like gonna be like a Hail Mary Whis animation? No way. Like just a random Beerus flying in, we get an Owadida. It's so rare for that to happen. Like if it's not like a guaranteed Whis animation, which is either Whis or Beerus by themselves or together, then it's a guaranteed Whis animation. Actually, no, I think it's Whis plus 1 other character or by himself, and the same thing with Beerus, or it's both of them together as a guaranteed Whis animation. It is so rare to see like a non-guaranteed Whis character like combination, and then you get a Whis animation. I think it's like super, super rare. All right, show me Dodoria. Okay, all right. Okay, I'll take another one. Another Dodoria. Okay, so we have 2 Trunks, 2 Dodorias, and 3 Friezas, right? You know what? I think we'll go down to 5,000 stones. We are... So that means that including this multi, that gives us 3 more multis to do. So we'll do this, and we'll do 2 more, and then we'll wrap the video up. That'll be just about 1,000 stones in, plus the tickets, which I think is a fair amount for a video. So we are now 20 minutes in, so good stopping point, I think. Anything on this? No. We also did get 21, the last copy of Evil 21 that I needed to get her rainbowed. Goten and Yamcha. All right, we're getting Goten plus a lot of random characters today. All right, let's see. The Dodoria. You want to give me a Dodoria to end with? Dodoria or Trunks or both? No. Beerus. All right. Well, we will make this the final multi-summon. Again, I would highly recommend you guys skip... Damn, I saw Whis flying in by himself. I would highly recommend you guys skip this. If for whatever reason, maybe like a giant Frieza fan, which I understand. If you are summoning on this banner, just let me know how your summons went. Hopefully, you did do better than me. I wouldn't really call these bad at all. These were pretty good summons. The tickets were terrible, but... yeah, hopefully you guys did better than me, and that is going to wrap this up. Int Vados. Okay, and what else? Last character? Tech Vegeta from the Cold War era. Okay, well, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.